So today is a special occasion because I wanted to experiment a bit and possibly add more content going into next year to try and give you guys some more stuff to watch. Now, typically, I hate the four-letter networks, but Quadre on Twitter had the video posted of Marcus Spears getting irritated by the same stuff that I've been getting irritated with, and I wanted to give it a watch. So shout out to him. I'm going to give this type of content a try. If you guys could do me a solid and like the video, subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell, that'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's get straight into it.
Charlie, it doesn't even matter. They about to lose in the first round to the San Francisco 49ers, and that's who I'm picking.
Wow.
Yeah, Swagoo.
I
I'm
can
going
see it
there today,
happening,
baby.
actually, though.
I'm going there today. They got the bad draw. They got the worst draw of anybody in the NFC. If it's one team no team want to play, especially in the first round, it's the San Francisco 49ers.
So the thing for me that kind of makes me laugh, especially all the the B team first take people, is that like they act like they're like being so like edgy because they're taking like the most obvious take for getting clicks, and that is like, oh, let me say something bad about the Cowboys because that's what we're talking about. Like, listen, man, you are not doing anything special. There have been many people that have talked about the Cowboys, talked on them, this, that, and a third. You're not doing anything special. And then to say, like, oh, they got the worst straw of the whole bunch, that's complete bullshit. Because for me, the way I look at it is that no one was talking well about San Francisco until they got into the playoff spot. No one was talking about, like, how Jimmy Garoppolo was playing. No one was talking about their run game. Nobody was talking shit about the 49ers until they beat the Rams. And I'm telling you, man, like, this isn't anything crazy. Yes, the 49ers are an opponent where we have to take them seriously. But to go in there and be like, oh my God, the Cowboys got the worst fucking matchup ever. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. That's ridiculous.
When you look at this team defensively, they're top 10 against the run, top 10 against the pass, they're top 10 in sacks. Then you flip over offensively. They're top 10 in the run. They're 12th in passing. This team is built to be any and everybody because they physical. They're physical. Their physicality breeds a different brand of football that we played when we was in the league, Marcus Spears, and you know that. The Cowboys right now, I can't trust them. I don't know what I'm going to get. I don't know if that going to complete passes. I don't know if the receivers going to run the right routes. I don't know if the defense is going to get turnovers. If they don't get the turnovers, we already seen what's going to happen if they don't get that. We've seen that against the Arizona Cardinals. So right now, I do not trust the Cowboys, and I got them losing in the first round to the San Francisco 49ers.
Again, like I'm getting at, is that there's this narrative like the Cowboys are this crappy team that just stumbled into the playoffs or something like that. Like, the Cowboys only lost one game between the months of December and January, and that was that Arizona game. You know, they've straight up dominated their opponents in the middle of that, and really, they should have won that Arizona game no matter how you look at it. I think, for me, like, you should be saying, well, what about Jimmy Garoppolo? Are we going to see the best of him in this playoff game? Are the 49ers going to have to be more careful about how they approach this Cowboys defense? Like, it's the same old tired narratives that get to me. And it's people like that kind of like, oh, when I played in the league, physical this. Motherfucker, like, the Cowboys can be physical too. The Cowboys defensively have been straight up dogs. They've been manhandling people at times. Then, like, I get it that their running attack can be on or off, but listen, man, people are forgetting that this Cowboys offensive line, along with this run game, now I'm not saying that they're the greatest, but they can bring the nasty, you know what I mean? So, like, I absolutely despise it when people, like, go into this, like, shell of, like, oh, the Cowboys this, the Cowboys that, but, like, they don't apply the same logic when they analyze these other teams. So I'm like, man, this is some BS. And I really wish that, sports media wasn't filled with this clickbaity bullshit stuff.
God, I love this energy. I love all of this 49 energy over all the airwaves.
Honestly, he's right.
Ain't nobody breaking no news about the San Francisco 49ers being tough to defend. That is a hard draw for anybody in the NFL. But and I get it. Like I get it. I'm the Cowboy guy, beat up on me and all of that. Why do we look at a 12-5 record like it's like it need to be questioned? And we don't do that for no other
Thank
team
you.
in
Oh
the
my
NFL.
God, man.
Why do we look at this football team who's won 5 out of the last 6 games they played in? And I get the competition and all of that. But every time we talk about teams that people like and we bring up competition, the whole answer is, well, this is the NFL, so let's go to football. Last week when I watched
that don't matter right now though. It's playoff time.
Hold on one second, Harry.
I just
That don't
need
matter right now.
Marcus. I just need you to come out your feelings just a little
I'm
bit.
not in my
Come
feelings.
back.
Come out of his
Come out
feelings. The
feelings.
fuck is
Come
she
back.
talking about? But Marcus is right. Like, when you think about it, a lot of people are treating the Cowboys as this team that, like, are like the Steelers. They, like, backed into the playoffs because they got lucky to be there. The Cowboys were dominating offensively to start the year, defensively towards the end, and they're kind of getting their act together offensively again. But, like, to act like to get into someone's feelings because, you know, he's just spitting facts at, you know, a situation to where someone just straight up, like, fabricated this narrative that makes absolutely no sense. Like, you're telling me a team that's won 5 out of their last 6 games, a team that defensively has done very well on a consistent basis. Sure, offensively, the Cowboys have their question marks, and I'm not trying to defend them there because, yes, the Dallas Cowboys have struggled offensively. But to say, like, oh, you know, they lost to the Cardinals, so all of a sudden they're a shitty team, like, what? Like, the 49ers had to beat a team like the Rams who pretty much wet the bed in that game to get into the postseason. That's no disrespect to the 49ers. If there's any 49er fans watching, I don't want to make it like seem like you guys were given an easy opponent. You weren't. But to be like, oh, you stop getting in your feelings, like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. Like, you're spitting facts, Marcus, and it's like, my guy, like, you know what I mean? Like, why are you being like that? Oh, stop getting your feelings, man. Stop spitting some dumb bullshit, man. I would have been saying the same thing to the other guy. Oh my God, man.
Yeah, I think he's on the verge of that.
I'm not in my feelings.
This is the setup.
I'm about to go back to last week.
Okay.
When this team was playing the Los Angeles Rams. The week prior, I had a conversation with Dan Orlovsky about, are you not concerned about Matthew Stafford turning the football over? And he said no. And he said, because I know him personally, and he's going to play better than
Wait. I'm going to stop right here. I got to pause right here. Can someone please tell me if he legit said that? Because I would love to have I want to react to that next. Because oh my God. Please. Someone please send me that. That would be unbelievably hilarious to react to.
But in that game, I saw the San Francisco 49ers fall behind 17-0. And I want to give them credit for sticking to their identity and who they are as a football team. They're a really good football team, led by Deebo Samuel and George Kittle in this run game with Shanahan and his ability. Y'all, it's a spin cycle. I ain't about to get on the network and be any different than anybody else when it comes to the San Francisco 49ers. But they have lost 7 games this year. Like, I think, here's my issue with the energy of the 49ers. Everybody talking about them like they like the Super Bowl favorites or something.
Right.
And
like,
I get it. I get it that Dallas has not shown well in some offensive games. I get it that they lost to the Arizona Cardinals. I understand all of that. And then when I just want the same type of energy for everybody else. Since Harry just said it, don't none of that matter. We about to go in the playoffs. So why does it matter that they a tough draw? Why are the Cowboys not a tough draw, Harry?
The Cowboys are a tough draw. First of all, the Cowboys are a tough draw, except so are the 49ers. This is not like Harry said, this is not a team you want to face.
Kmart, can I ask you one question? No, I'm not trying to cut you off. Can I ask you one question?
No.
Can I ask you a question? And I need an honest answer because I want to hear your answer to this. The energy that you've seen put towards the 49ers, don't it seem like the Cowboys don't have a chance?
Because we don't know
we
don't know what Cowboys
saying.
team we're going to see.
We're not saying they don't have a chance.
They have the roster to compete for a Super Bowl. But each week, you're like, are we going to see the run game? Are they going to come out fast? Are they going to score first? Like, how's that going to look? Like, what's going on?
Is Mike McCarthy going to trick it off?
Right.
We don't know.
Is Mike McCarthy going to cost them a game? Is he going to like, these are the questions. So when you say this team is 12-5, There are a lot of questions
All right,
from
hold. See, that's a problem because, like, they aren't applying that same energy to the 49ers. Like, you do realize that the San Francisco 49ers have a quarterback that some of their fans and people are saying, keep the ball. Like, if you have a game plan that you're saying, I can't trust my quarterback, that is a recipe for disaster. And why are we not talking about that? Like, we should be talking about, listen, like, also, like, look, the whole they lost 7 games thing doesn't really mean anything because you're in the playoffs. That doesn't matter. But, like, I do agree with the sentiment that we need to give the same pressure to the 49ers. To act like that the Dallas Cowboys are this, oh, we don't know what we're getting. People aren't saying the same thing about Kansas City. People aren't saying the same thing about teams like the Rams, same thing like Arizona. No one's saying that. The same things could be applied to those teams, but they don't say it. Why? Because they're trying to push a narrative, and it's going through everywhere on Twitter and all that other stuff. So, look, I don't want to go on forever, and I think that this video has already outlived its, use because it's going to just be BS for the next 2 minutes, and I don't want to waste my time. But no, listen, the Dallas Cowboys have every right to be favored in this matchup, and at the same time, you can make arguments that the 49ers can win this game. But to be like, well, we don't know what Cowboys team you're getting, well, I get that, but where is that energy about the Rams? Where is that energy about the Cardinals, who had a dramatic fall from grace to end the year, going from that #1 seed to the 5th spot? And they didn't even win their own division. So, like, that's the part that bugs me, and I don't want to, waste too much of your guys' time, but by all means, put down in the comment section how you felt about this and Marcus Spears and his stuff. If this is very well received, I'll continue to do it. Once again, if you guys could shoot me the link of the Dan Orlovsky thing where he says, like, he personally, I haven't seen that. I think I might have, but, like, it's been a while since I've seen it. So, please, by all means, send me that, and I will, by all means, react to it if this is well received. So, thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.